Hello, my name's Dre. I grew up here in the streets of Grand City. I'm homeless. I ain't got no family. I ain't got no friends to go to. I be living out here on these streets. Be living out here on these streets. It'll really wake up your. It'll really wake a person up to see how much you can take advantage of life so easily, and the little small things that really count and really matter are the most important, such as his family, little things, just being real, being 100.
Tell us about how you grew up, man. How was your childhood? What kind of household did you come from?
Man, I pretty major childhood, man.
Mom and dad?
They wasn't in the picture, I got raised from my grandfolks, but I had a great upcoming. They kept me out of trouble. If it wasn't for them, I'd probably be dead, incarcerated.
You have any siblings?
Yeah, I got a teenager. I got a boy.
No, siblings like brother and sister.
No, sir.
Okay.
Just me.
Okay. What do you remember most about growing up with your grandparents?
I just fishing, camping.
What schools did you go to?
Here in Granite.
What happened? Did you finish?
No, sir.
What happened after? What happened after you? What grade did you leave school?
7th grade.
7?
Yeah, I had troubles. People always give me shit. I just wasn't a guy. I got fed up with it. Finally, I started taking stuff in my own hands. I go to school. I fight every day. I got kicked out.
What happened when you got kicked out? Then what?
Actually, I started homeschooling.
How was
I just
homeschooling?
didn't, from there on, really kind of fucked my life up. I can say that because when I left the school, I was at home all the time. All I had to do was find a way to get high on some weed or go get some alcohol, pay some drunk ass dude to go get me a 12-pack.
When did you get introduced to substances as a young guy?
I'd say around 11, 12 years old.
What did you get introduced to?
I was just drinking, smoking weed, just simple, shit like that.
Did it lead to other things, or you just kind of kept it like that?
Unfortunately, yes, it did. I always told myself, when I was in school, I'd go to the DARE program. So I'd never use. I'd never be one of them people. Well, they ain't lying when they say weed's a gateway drug. They ain't lying about that. Because you feel that high, you want to feel another high. You want to test something else out.
When did you get to the point where you wanted something else other than reefer?
Well, I went from drinking, smoking weed, and cocaine, ecstasy, meth.
What's your substance of choice at this moment?
Probably the most deadliest one you can think of is fentanyl.
Explain to us, man, what's the deal with the fentanyl, and why is it such a big deal on the street? A dangerous deal at that, though.
Oh, I've seen probably about 30, 40 people OD in the last year. I brought back probably about 10 myself. I've seen a flick of some of the dope I do and I get kill a person, a little bitty bit. And that person don't know, that person didn't know that was do that thing. And I be trying to tell these people how strong this shit is, and it ain't no joke.
Who introduced you to that?
Actually, just walking around out here on these streets, bro. It's all over the place, man. Everybody get high around this motherfucker. There ain't one person you see ain't a junkie or got some drug of choice. They out here drinking, smoking.
But as dangerous as it is, man, like what draws people to it, in your
The
opinion?
feeling, there ain't nothing like it. Gives you a good feeling. It gives you a rush. It gives you a body high. And you crave that. It's a it's a whole demon on it by itself. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do is trying to quit this shit. I've been on methadone for about 3 months now. I got myself down to two pills, and I was taking 30 to 50. So I'm trying to get away from it before I end up as another victim around these motherfuckers. I don't want to end up dead like some of my homies.
How is it dealing with the withdrawals, trying to get off
The
of it?
worst ever. If you can imagine having the flu, imagine the flu times 10. You're shitting, you're puking, you can't function. I don't get how our government even give us anything like that would, become a problem and, do something like that to a person's body and make them feel that way. It's a nightmare.
How long have you been dealing with that addiction?
For about 4 years now.
And you're slowly trying to pull yourself away from it?
I've been trying and trying. I'm finally getting to where I'm making some progress.
You ever been married?
No,
Children?
no.
So how did you become out on these streets, and how long have you been out here? Like, what led you to be out here?
Funny how. Oh yeah, so it's kind of sad, man. For real. I got an infection in my blood system from fentanyl. And it about killed me. I went to the hospital. I was in the hospital for 2 months. I had to have a valve replaced in my heart. And yeah, I made it. Lucky. But it about took my life.
So that led to you being out here on the streets?
When I was in the hospital for 2 months. So I lost my place to stay, my job. Come out to nothing but a fucking scar on my chest and on my heart, pretty much.
What jobs have you held during your life?
I've always worked. I've always hustled, if anything. Just regular labor work. I can do about anything I put my mind to. I can build a car, I can build you a house.
So you're a carpenter and a mechanic by trade.
Yes,
Who taught you those skills?
my pops.
How old were you when he taught you those skills?
I young. I got taught at a young age how to learn what tool was what, and what a work ethic was.
What's keeping you from going back to carpentry or construction work?
Right now, it's a struggle because I'm homeless out here. It's hard to go to work when you're tired. You don't know where you're gonna lay your head. I mean, it's a fight every day.
No
And
places.
It's hard to maintain
Nope.
when you can't.
Nope. No places to help you, like any places you can go for shelter, any places you can go for assistance. Like,
Nothing
who provides
here.
the help
There
around here?
ain't nothing in this town whatsoever besides a community care center down the road here that'll give you a little snack pack about 3 or 4 times a day.
So the churches don't help?
No, sir. There's a couple of them that I've heard help, that I've reached out to them hundreds of times, and I've never had no luck. And I've wanted to make change, and I just needed that little help, that little guidance, that little extra kick, if I could get on my feet and come back around, I just can't catch a break. I wish I could wish I had a resource, so something, a way to get out. That's for sure.
So what's the plan moving forward from here on out?
I plan to be sober within the week. Plan on getting a job, going from there. Never looking back. Living sober for once, through a sober mind.
You don't have any support system? Anybody that you can call on, count on, lean on?
Unfortunately, all my people are dead. No exaggeration.
So,
I guess I got myself though, there's a lot of shit I ain't do, there's, shit I'm into. I got hobbies, believe it or not just some homeless guy. I love racing cars, I love riding 4-wheelers, bikes, fishing, hunting, shit like that. There's more to life than just being out here on these fucking streets getting high, I know that.
what's one of the most fulfilling projects, carpentry or construction-wise, that you've worked on that kind of gave you a boost, like, man, I'm really good at what I do?
I'll say when I paint, that's one thing that, I've done pretty much, made a career of. I've done it for 8-10 years.
You're a painter as well?
Yes, I'm flawless as that. My cutting is perfect. It's something I can do very well. My intentions were going union with. Union painting's like 35 bucks an hour. It's something I like to do. It's calm and soothing. I like doing it. I'm good at it.
Hey man, if it's anybody you want to say anything to, anybody might be looking for you, wondering if you're okay, man, now's the time to say it and close it.
I just say for anybody out there that's on even fentanyl or ice, anything, man, and you do whatever the fuck you want. You just do whatever you put your head to. Don't let anybody ruin your dreams, which, make you feel any type of way that you can't be what you want to be. Because you can do whatever you want in this life by choice. They say home's the way you make it. This life out here on the fucking street, real, hey, same way with it. It's what you make it.
We appreciate you taking time out with us, Mr. Sampson. Thank you.
No problem.